We are back for another Christian review of regular books, and today we are discussing Ruth Ware's The Woman in Cabin 10. Let's get into it. For those of you who've never seen one of these videos before, here's how it's going to go down. First, I do my regular review, what you know and love to expect from a book review, star rating, my personal opinion, all without spoiling the book. But then I get into my Christian review, and that's where I go over the basic pieces of the book that may or may not have a fellow believer or truly anyone wanting to read it. I give more caveats and any more information you may need about these reviews at the video that's pinned at the top of the playlist. Or you should be able to click here somewhere. However, if you're still here, let's go ahead and get into my regular review. The Woman in Cabin 10 is also now a Netflix movie, so if you wanted to watch the movie, I would definitely recommend reading the book first. The book is about a woman who goes on a private yacht, and then all of these crazy things start happening to her. It is fast-paced and very interesting. I read The Woman in Cabin 10 after I had read The Lion Game. I seriously disliked The Lion Game and everything about it, and so I was really concerned that that was going to be my experience with Ruth Ware. However, this was the book that changed it for me, and I found out that no, that was just a one-off book. It wasn't Ruth Ware as a whole, because I've read so many other books by her that I loved, including this one. This book really did capture my attention and keep me engaged for a majority of the time. Now, I will say that Ruth Ware tends to be a kind of descriptive writer, and sometimes I think some of those descriptions or scenes go on too long and could be cut shorter to make the intrigue and interest continue longer, but overall I still had a fantastic time reading it. It is an unreliable narrator, and it follows what I consider the UK author theory of mine, which is that it starts where they are at the lowest low of their lives and they slowly dig their way out. And that generally bothers me, but in this book it didn't bother me as much. I had a really fun time reading it regardless. But there are pieces of this book that weren't my absolute favorite, and so I ultimately rated it 4.25 stars. I would highly recommend, if you want to see everything that I'm reading and rating in real time, you can do so by following me on Goodreads. You can also find me on Instagram, TikTok, and I do have my own YouTube channel, so if you want to see more of my day-to-day life and reading journey, you can click the links down below in the description box. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get into my Christian review. The first category I always love to touch on because it's popular is smut or spice, and no, there is none in this book, and I loved that. Now, there is a kind of small romance subplot, so there is, at least could be some, but there really isn't anything within this book. The second category is explicit language, and it's a UK author, so it doesn't 100% surprise me, but yes, there is explicit language. It's not over the top or so excessive that I think it is startling, but it's there. And the third category is violence and gore. Now, there is some violence and gore, especially the way that the book continues. However, it's not extremely graphic or graphically described, and I think pretty easy to skip past if it makes you uncomfortable, or to read through and maybe not even be aware of how graphic it is supposed to be. I think this would be great for anyone aged 16 and up, and would probably have a great time with it. Before you go, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can stay up to date on all of these Christian reviews of regular books, plus me and my mom's podcast, The Journey We Share. But more than that, you're helping us know that the content we're providing is content you want to keep seeing. And since we're a nonprofit, this is basically like a free way to donate to our ministry without ever opening up your wallet. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and maybe even comment before you go. And we cannot wait until we see you on the next one.